Hello, everyone. Welcome to Esoteric Ebb. It's a new week. The executive producer is... Excuse me. The executive producer is here. He is in my lap as we speak. You guys are all in the same kind of vague continental Midwest area. I know Scoop's getting hit by the thunderstorms right now because she's out visiting her folks. She sent me a video where apparently it just went from 0 to storming instantly. Oop. Goodbye, Mr. Producer. Yeah. So what is it? Storms aside. What? Oh, it's pizza time. These are from Annie Danny, bud. You know the deal. You know the drill. That's why you're here and not on your comfy couch like I saw you a second ago. Oh, that's far too many. Yeah. Yeah, bud. Let's go. We're going to put you right here, as usual. It was a dark and stormy night when the cleric... He is shockingly good at self-regulation when it comes to food. He is a grazer in a way that is great, honestly. I love not having to really think about his food consumption. He's honestly just really good about that. Okay. He's obnoxious in other ways. All right, to the game cam. Last time on Esoteric Ebb. Oh, they give us last time. You've arrived in Tolstad via waking up at a morgue, and you've picked up a goblin sidekick. And now, well, you need to focus on the actual job. The tea shop that blew up. First off, you still need to get inside. The entrance is in the middle of the big, open outside area. If you find yourself stuck, there should probably be some other ways of getting inside. Beyond that, you've also got the owner to track down. From what you've heard about this guy, he could have already left the city. He could have already left the city. Though maybe if you're lucky, you can catch him before he hops on the next ship down on Waterlane. But nothing so far has given you any decisive evidence. Everything about this stinks. More games should give you a recap. Oh, who's this ghostly cyber angel? Iba. So let's get to it. We just got our new sidekick. We got our task from the dragon goblin woman. We have our associate Snell. And what? You were being a pain. And now we need to go find this tea shop. All right. Gonna be another fucking day where I have to manage him getting on my damn desk and shit. A tunnel to the lower layer. and a tunnel to central Tolstad. Let's, I think, a tunnel to the river. There's tunnels all over this place. Let's go to central Tolstad. Oh, I should also probably talk to Snell, huh? Pillar crossing, lower Tolstad. Right, we've already tried to behold him. We can behold once a day. I don't think we've spoken to him, though. You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. Remind me, what were we doing again? Apart from disturbing the peace? He laughs. What do you want to know? Tell me again about this tea shop. Again? He asks. You want me to go over the general stuff again? Again? Yes, please. Okay, sure, okay. He groans. So, tea shop blows up in Tolstad. Tolstad. It doesn't ring a bell. And Tolstad is this place, right here. Sure, yeah. You see pain across the goblin's pointy face. Weren't we just talking about this 2 minutes ago? Yeah, but it feels like it's been a week. It's a district in the city, like in the center of the city, in the river. I know this, but nod intensely. He will explain it to you not because he wants to, but because he needs to. Okay, so, again. Midday, the 22nd, reports of a burning local tea shop on Pillow Road. Militia arrives in no time, puts out the flames, keeps them from spreading, etc. Few injuries nearby, no casualties. Good riddance. Such a place brings nothing but chaos to the realm. Young folks should be working, not drinking tea. The children yearn for the mines. Turns out, the shop was closed at the time of the incident. The city declares it a fireplace failure. The HWBT disputes it, asking for a cleric to check for esoteric circumstances. Said cleric arrives late. That's you, by the way, just to be mind-numbingly clear. You are a cleric. You do cleric things and cleric stuff. You feel that in your bones. Corruption. Playing strings. Each string hidden in plain sight. Now, I don't know about you, but he mutters and looks over his shoulder. Young folks could afford housing if they stopped spending money on fancy teas, on your avocado tea. Tea shops don't explode out of nowhere. Right before the election, too, the goblin scoffs. Whole thing stinks. I'm the cleric. Yep, you're a cleric, he repeats and rubs his nose. Not just a cleric, the cleric. He looks to his right and left. I don't see anyone else in Earthguard colors here. So, sure, the cleric. You sure it's not just an accident? Like I told you before, there's several key details pointing towards this being a rogue spellcaster. Most importantly, an explosion was heard throughout Tolstad in the night. Woke me up as well. Shook all the way down to the holes. That is exactly why you're here. A caster with that kind of destructive power would be exceedingly dangerous. Tea shop could explode out of nowhere if there was an accidental spark and they had a lot of tea dust in the air. Yeah, flower explosion or whatever. Same principle. To apprehend this criminal would be the right thing to do. You must do so before he is able to hurt more innocent folk. It would be very good for your career, too. Career? This is about justice. Oh, shut up. We bring this guy down together before the election's over. Why does it stink? Maybe you don't see it. I'd say it's pretty obvious. I do that all the time, Schmattershag. The city said they performed a proper investigation of the tea shop rubble. I know for a fact that they never let anyone in. The guards posted by this entrance get switched out in 12-hour shifts. And apart from the street cleanup crew, ain't no one been in the actual shop. When was the last time Fantasy OSHA inspected the shop? That's a good question. I think I'm Fantasy OSHA. I'm just doing it retroactively. Isn't it too dangerous to enter? That does sound stinky. Sounds and smells. Just a fucking mess all around. What's the militia? Volunteer force. They handle a lot of stuff. Helping the community, handling disputes, fires. They sound like heroes. Like me. I'll let them know you want to sign up. Pay shit. If you want to speak with them, you can find their hangout over by the docks. I want to ask some stuff about this so-called election. I don't know what to tell you. It's voting. Democracy. It's kind of a big deal, I guess, so it could be relevant for the tea shop incident. What are you voting for? None of your business. He says it like it's his default response. He has something to hide. Persuade him to reveal his dirty little political secrets. No. Okay. Listen to this shit. How about you say, I'm from the government. You have to tell me. He stares at you for a while, his expression morphing from frustration to confusion. Ultimately, the goblin shakes his head as if to rid himself from your statement. Anyway, shall we get going? Fair enough. Fairly fair indeed. Anything else you want to know? Other question. Other question? Yes. Okay? This place is insane. Yeah. I mean, I don't agree since I grew up here, but I can imagine. You grew up here? Well, he points to the east side of the ravine. You glance over the edge and see a ton of little apartments dotting the other side as well. That statement would make people very concerned about what kind of election this is. I'm from the government, and I am interrogating you about your vote. That's normal and okay. One of the bigger complexes over there. That's where I grew up, along with most other goblins of my generation. Though these days, they keep the nurseries in safer areas, mostly because kids kept trying to climb the scaffolding. He grins. Those were the days. So what's your position in all of this? What do you mean by that, cleric? What's your angle? I'm here on behalf of Lady Sageleaf. Her will is for the streets of Tolstad not to suddenly burst into flames in the middle of the day. Her will be done, so to say. But why are you really here? My motives are not of interest, cleric. False. Motive is imperative in reaching into the heart of someone. He does not want to disclose his inner feelings to you. Understandable. You're kinda creepy. Once you have shown yourself truthful and just, the goblin will reveal his secrets. That you swear. What if it bursts into flames in the middle of the night instead? I don't think she'd like that either. You got any family? I'm a goblin. What do you think? Goblins normally live in tribal societies with a broad family structure. Your companion most likely has, at the very least, a dozen or so siblings. Any less would be remarkable, even in Norvik. You got a wife and kids? Nah, single for now. And, trust me, this goblin ain't getting no offspring. Thank the gods for that. I see you are infertile. The goblin suddenly looks very tired. He stutters out a response. He does not want you to go further into this line of inquiry. No, cleric. I am not infertile. I see you are uncomfortable. I will stop asking about this. Thank you, cleric. He looks relieved. I have some other questions. Really? How surprising. Where do I sleep tonight? I don't know, cleric. He gives you a defeated look. Can't the city pay for something? You're a cleric, for God's sake. I can just not sleep. That's fine, right? Prove it. God, what a nightmare response. Are you asking for permission? He sighs. You'll get exhausted if you don't sleep, cleric. If you do not take a long rest before dawn, you will get 6 levels of exhaustion. If you get 10 levels of exhaustion, you die. Actually, I really should find a place to sleep. Smartest thing you've said all day. Can I sleep with you? No, and seriously, don't phrase it like that. Can I sleep in the Goblin Garden? No. He thinks about it for a second and then once again says, no. Maybe I can sleep with Viskin. You're probably too warm for him, and don't phrase it like that. Your thoughts land on the spell, Ray of Frost, and how it could solve this issue. I can just sleep here. He looks around. Just here? Yeah, it's not so bad. Right here? He is reacting to your current environment. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. I guess I could ask the Coin Lord? Ah, yeah. Darrow's your boss on this, job, isn't he? Guess you got another thing to talk to him about. Fun. Let's go. Oh, it's the pillar again. An almost intact and endlessly rising pillar. It's the centerpiece of Norvik. The pillar of yore towers before you. It whispers to you. It whispers to you, unintelligibly. Pillar of yore, an esoteric relic left after the end of the Gate era. There are 8 of these pillars around the coast, or 4 if you believe the theories of a wrapping circular coast. And they are indestructible. Although there is some esoteric power within them all, no one has been able to make use of them at all. Touch the wondrous pillar. The cleric is a brain-dead lunatic. And yeah, great travel companion, I think. You place your hand upon the smooth surface. The whisper gets louder. It says something to you. Something weird. No. Wait. It's a conversation. One you didn't take part in. Guess you could try to join in. DC 3? Yeah, I'll try it. Speak. Hello? The goblin perks up. Not me, sorry. The pillar vibrates. Hello. The whisper lies inside of you, or something. It says, he is here. Who is here? It says, divinity. It says, death. It says, necrocrat. What? The voice ends. Your hand is repelled from the surface. Ouch! Step back. Weird. You understand plainly. There is more to this pillar that you need to investigate. In time, and further below. A sign says, dormitory, out of commission, SIC. It's Freydis. It's a man I see from down here. A woman I see from down here. She is dressed in a fine silken robe like a noblewoman. Her hair is cut short and coarse, the rebellious kind, but earthfolk nobility nonetheless. Yeah, let's go talk to that lady. The girl looks across the chasm. She is pretending not to look at you. Noble woman? That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? It's not a democracy, it's a necrocracy. That was the end of my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous game. I became a Lich Lord. Clear your throat, loudly. She slowly turns her head towards you. What? Why were you looking at me? I wasn't. How rude. Cool. Her bowels are filled with black tar and the death of trust. What? Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that. By the gods, that's horrific. Why do you feel that way? Bowel instinct. Bowel instinct? She does look at you now with a disgusted expression. Did I say that out loud? Ew. Go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Why do you say that? Have you seen it? I get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. Don't have anything to say. What are you voting in the election? Don't care for it. Democracy? I don't... It doesn't matter. And I wouldn't tell you if it did. I agree with you. I'm apolitical on good days.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
She's a hard nut to crack, this one. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in a meaningful way.
Smart. Can you go now?
That's all for now. Thank you, citizen. Tunnel to Waterlane View. The sound of the docks echo from beyond. The marking on the door says Simi, son of Strokeback. A rough carving on the door says R and A. The mailbox says Snell, HWBT. Snell, I found your house. A winding path leads outside, eventually. Yeah, we found Snell's house. I'm trying to find I don't know where the tea shop is. Those before left many holes in the burg ground. I thought they said it was in Central Tolstead. I feel like I'll know it when I see it. Did I go the wrong way? Oh yeah, I think I did. Hey Snow, now that I know where you live, you can't make me forget it. Isn't that neat? Drunk Sphinx opens at 1800. Oh, this is where I communed with the graffiti. Snell is very concerned now that the cleric knows where he lives. Actually readable posters. They're still kind of old. Old, faded posters nailed to the wall. They're unreadable. Your eyes land upon a series of Yeah, I think I have eventually found my way there, I think. Your eyes land upon a series of papers nailed into the wooden facade.
Getting out information to people. How do you do it? One possible way? Papers nailed on random walls. You'd be surprised how effective it can be.
Some of them are torn or unintelligible. A few catch your attention. This seems illegal. Advertisements require strict approval from the government. Tear them down. Rip them up. Look at the flyer with the owl on it. Posters. S. Yellen and Sons, binders and lithographers. Everything from designing to engraving. Account, books, manufacturing. Waterlane View, 6th LW.
This place could fix your ruined spellbook. It's a prayer book, and yes, this place could help with that.
Look at the old one that says Grand Opening. You can barely read the faded letters on this ink-printed flyer. Grand opening of the Stubborn Sphinx Brewery and Commercial Tavern. Served without riddles, drunk with all charm. Pillar Crossing, second lower, I think. Look at the poster with a faded green hammer. A sun-faded symbol covers most of this large poster. It's a hammer printed with green ink.
Asgalists, those who share the plight of the common folk.
Gather ye workers. Asgal said no gods above, no kings below, only folk. Asgalist rally up on the Asgalist rally on the 22nd of March. TS Circle Square up.
Useless sentimental garbage.
You can't just gather people like this. The city is surely against this type of erroneous collective behavior. Rip down the posters and tear them to shreds like a good man. You furiously tear at the paper, ripping them from their nails and throwing them to the wind. Wonderful. You've asserted force on those terrible evildoers. Can we go now? A job well done. Nod and leave. An empty barrel, or is it? Bicycles? A bike line. One bike stands out to you. A handful of bicycles are stationed at the local rack. Bicycle. A form of transport built upon the strength of your own two legs. True men race through the city streets to find their destiny.
Bicycle. Famously used by freestriders during the early revolution to escape the magocratic forces. Now a symbol of many free cities and reeds.
Bicycle. Bikes are nice.
There's a stillness here, an uncommon sight at the heart of the city.
This particular bike is yours. Check the chain lock. You lean in and take a closer look. The rusty chain seems brittle, but wrapped so hard around the tire that it would be annoying to get off, even if you had the key. Good. No one will take your bike.
Not even you, apparently.
Wait, this is my bike?
Sure is. Best way of travel in Norvik, except, of course, on this god-forsaken island fortress.
Hold on, when exactly did I come to Tolstad?
On the 21st of March, evening.
Then you fell. The pain, sudden and striking.
The hair at the back of your neck stands on end as you sense the sudden shift.
This is where I fell into the river. The goblin glances over to the broken fence. Interesting. You must have had a lot to drink if you took a stumble like that. Someone must have attacked me. Maybe. He gives you a curious expression. The expression says,
How the hell are you alive?
considering everything, we better play it cool. Real cool. Real cool. And smooth. Smooth, sure, something like that. He glances down at the river once more. Where is the key? Not here.
Did you lose it somewhere?
Could getting the key be a quest? That does sound like a quest you would get. Find the missing key. The mystery of the bike key. Something like that would be perfect. Do you see anything strange about this bike, Snell?
No. It's a bicycle. He is impressed.
You like bicycles?
Not particularly.
You want to know a secret?
Not particularly.
Okay, I won't tell you then.
Please, keep your secrets.
I love this bike.
Uh-huh.
If I remember where the key is, can I bring the bike with me? He takes a breath.
First of all, don't ask me. You're an adult. Do what you want. Second, how the fuck are you gonna take a bike around Tolstead? You gonna carry it? Up and down the stairs?
Sounds a bit annoying.
Uh-huh. Yeah. If you find a pocket bike, that's another thing.
The goblin sighs.
But leave this one be, cleric. We got work to do.
Bye, bike! Zerba, B.E. An exiled dwarf. A girl born from an Asgalist wave in an Asgal household, come from a fallen Asgal state. She's an Asgalist. Dangerously shy. She needs good friends and better mentors. That is not you, by the way. She has a bright future ahead of her, no matter the path she ends up pushed along into. Alas, her agency is nowhere to be found. Not that she is looking for it.
Oh, where is she?
The dwarven girl gazes around the halfway bridge before her eyes land on you. She says nothing for a while, just staring at you, with no real reaction on her face. Citizen? She looks around, clearly nervous. You're worrying her. By your presence alone.
I'm waiting for a friend, but she hasn't shown up yet.
A damsel, in an arguable state of distress.
I'm getting worried.
I can help with that! Get excited about a potential yet very minor quest.
Oh, okay.
Do we really have time for this? Snell whispers to you. She fidgets with her hands and clears her throat.
She has glasses. She wears a green coat. She's a human, but not that much taller than me. We were supposed to meet up here, but she hasn't shown up yet.
I'll go look for your friend with the glasses.
Thanks. I don't spend much time on Tolstad alone, so I'm a bit lost. So, thanks.
Nod and leave. Oh, hey, I think I found the tea shop. The tea shop. Tea shop entrance. Midst scorch marks and cracked masonry, you approach a doorway. There are several planks blocking the passage. The tea shop. What a mess. Take a peek inside. Rip these planks aside. Let's get to work. Fastened with several nails, you also see a paper. The goblin clears his throat and begins reading the bold letters at the top of the paper. City notice. No trespassing. That doesn't include me, does it? He shrugs. I'm no expert in city law, but... Your companion suddenly kicks the planks, sending a subtle ripple of blue energy around his foot. You'd think I wouldn't sneak in by myself if I could? It's sealed. You ain't getting in without the magistrate's approval. Touch the planks. As you do, subtle ripples of blue energy appear around your gloved hand. It is sealed. As you move your hand away, the faint aura shimmers in dark, translucent blue, and then fades away. Yep. This feels like trouble. The tea shop that blew up. Just standing near the door makes it clear that there's a locking spell cast on it. Rude to lock people out. Crime scenes should be public viewing. Attempt to break it down! Aw. Get ready. Reach forth. You grab the planks. You grab the planks and you grab it. Muscles ready. The power of the seal. It burns. Oh! An intense pain shoots through your lower back and shoulders. What's up? What's up? Welcome vibes. An intense pain shoots through your lower back and shoulders. The pain is immense. You tried, but the planks are nailed esoterically into place. You must try harder to break them again and again and again. Well, hope it was worth a shot, cleric. You should probably just talk to the coin lord up the hill. Your back is on fire. What kind of magic is this?
It's an arcane lock. Casting it on a bunch of planks is unorthodox, but obviously they got it working. It is used all over the towers. You need a passphrase to unseal it.
Nothing that can't be solved with testosterone.
Trying to force an arcane lock is idiotic. Don't. But I can still break it down, right? You can certainly try.
Believe in yourself. You're a man. Men can do anything. Take another look at the planks. Look beyond the planks. I am getting too smart. That's a problem. You catch still shadows beyond. This place is a mess. A scorched mess. I should leave for now. Because I need to eat some mushrooms. The name of the tea shop is illegible. You know what? I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. Because I keep doing things that are going to hurt myself. Okay. Here's the thing. We're going to try again. You approach the tea shop door once more. Right, tea shop. So what's the plan, cleric? We're doing it again. Boom! With incredible strength, you begin ripping planks off the masonry. Faith yourself before you wraith yourself? Exactly, vibes. Exactly. Hang on. Perfect. We done it.
The blue energy fights your grip. An intense force keeps them in place.
This weak magic stands no chance against my strength. Push even further beyond. You pull and you pull, pressing your feet against the rough wood surface. Your gloved hand putting an immense pressure on the esoteric seal. Push yourself to the limit.
Shield of Faith blocks 1 damage. A snap, like a small bolt of lightning, shoots from the base of the planks.
The energy field around your gloves evaporates, stinging your flesh. The magic is broken. Now, rip the wood apart. Rip the planks.
One after another, the planks fall to the ground, defeated, humiliated, dead like doornails, etc.
The door is open.
Gods be damned.
Snell gives you an actual applause.
You just cracked apart a spell with your bare hands.
Easy. Shake the wood grain from your gloves. Ignore the first time I tried it.
Right, easy. I'm officially impressed. Well done.
You stand there, breathless, having performed an amazing feat of strength. Beyond lies the ruined tea shop. The power of muscles.
You can smell it already. It's like you're looking into a burnt-out fireplace. The ash and cinder is all that remains. The goblin gives you a serious look. It's time, cleric.
You get up that fucking... God damn it. You get ready to step inside. Your body begins shivering.
Keep your guard up. Get ready to run.
Death. This is death.
Stop muttering about death. It's making you really nervous.
The tea shop awaits. Yeah, we are the cleric of vibes and muscles. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff to look at. Only the stone base remains. Ooh. Oh, we're going all over it. It reeks.
Laughter and debate once filled these seats.
Used to be seating for customers. Ooh. Along the wall, you find a row of booths. Your companion squats down and checks under the tables. Yep, it's fucked down here, too. Where should I look first? Wherever evil is found.
The left booth doesn't seem interesting. Snell checks the right one. Check the central booth.
The center. Your stomach buzzes with the possibility. Magic is near. It contorts your innards.
The militia hosed the whole place down,
Snell says while lifting a coal-like wood piece.
Especially here in the front, it's all sludge. Gonna be hard finding signs of anything.
I'll just continue looking at this central booth, I guess. You focus on this particular booth, or what used to be one. The textiles once draped over the seating have been turned to ash and charred along with the expensive wood. Along with the water damage, the elemental forces here are intense. The stone tables remain standing for now, scorched like the dwarven architecture.
Yeah, no, I'm not finding anything here. I'll check the other booth.
He lifts his head and sniffs.
Keep looking for now, but let's not waste too much time here.
He's ordering you around. He can't do that. The row of booths are still there, burnt to a crisp. Look over the debris carefully. Hell yeah. Our wisdom rolls continue to be like an average of 19.
Lifting some of the wreckage, you spend 10 minutes searching around the crevice behind the booth until something catches your eye. Something not burnt. You reach out and grab it.
Melted Ilian brooch. It's a tiny metal leaf. It fits in the palm of your gloved hand. As you wipe off the soot, you find it in a strange condition. Its intricate design shows both value and style, but you feel a tingle down your arm. Esoterical. The tiny leaf fits into the palm of your gloved hand.
A magic item.
The brooch is half melted.
That's a clue. Probably. If this is magic, then it should not be easily destroyed.
A dainty elvish symbol representing their degeneracy and decadence.
You glance over to your companion. He hasn't spotted your find yet.
I found something. Oh? The goblin scoots over to you and looks at the tiny pin in your hand.
Strange. Interesting. It kind of survived the fire.
Bring it with me. Show it to the old lady. Sure. He looks around.
Let's focus on somewhere else in here.
Focus on the charred remains of the table. Glancing over the scorched wood, you find it simply burned like everything else, barely existing.
But it is wood. Intact wood, relatively speaking. The militia's attempt to stop the fire splashed everything with water as well. So all the soot is just a sludge.
This brooch means something, maybe. I'm a great detective.
It is still quite strong, wedged along this stone bench.
Put pressure on the broken piece. You lean on it. The weight of your bulging muscles and overwhelming masculinity strains the thick timber. You can feel the wood fibers twitching. It snaps. You hold the piece of wood in your hands. Your companion gives you a confounded look. What, it wasn't ruined enough for you? Just a souvenir. Great. Tea shop debris. Looking at the wood in your hand, you see that it is thick and sturdy. Interesting. Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Please God, anyone but the cleric. Please. Let's stop investigating the booth. This wood is thick. -1 wisdom. Sorry, I just got a text from my brother. All right. Sturdy wood from manly cleric. What is this? What? Hey. Clumps of what was once porcelain. On the floor beneath a shelf, you find a pile of broken porcelain. Damn, it's like a clump. Try to pick one up, he says, and coughs a little. Grabbing the edge of a cup reveals how stuck it is. You can't move it an inch. Can't I pull harder? It would only break. No use. I'll stop looking at the cups, I think. You step in behind the counter. There are compartments filled with ruined tin boxes. In the back, there's a complicated set of tubes and pipes combining into some type of tea-making machine. For such a fine and expensive piece of machinery to break. A shame. I'll have a sweet with cream, please, Snell says nasally. He leans over the counter. Oh, make that half cream, actually. My tummy's sensitive today. He's making fun of humans and their love of milk. Not the best joke, but he'll like you more if you play along. Answer, we only serve hill-sourced oat milk, sir. The goblin looks at you and then looks to the counter, then looks at you again. That's called a double take. Good job. Look at his face. Pure shock. Good one, cleric. He waves a claw. Check the counter. Look at the surface. There's a slab of wood covering up the stone base of the countertop. More like charcoal at this point. But the stone still stands. Strong. Steadfast. Look over the machine. Pipes and levers melted. Glass shattered. Check the pipes. A metal of some kind. Handcrafted. You can see the markings of a rounded hammer across it. A lot of care went into this machine. Check the copper chamber at the top. This is where you put the tea leaves. As you lean in, you don't see much beyond some burnt muck through the cracks. But you do smell something. It smells awful. An intense scent. Why does it smell like that? It contains something foul. You do not know what. You must go closer. Know the scent. Lean in. Closer. Good idea. Perhaps you can identify the contained flora. Or perhaps fauna? Inhale the horrible smell. You smell the disgusting burnt muck through the gaps of your helm. It smells like disgusting burnt muck. bad. This is not good. You know this is bad. What smells foul makes your nose stronger. That is not true. Holy hell, stop shoving your face into whatever this is. Intelligence failure. Good idea. Move back. Your knees shake, but you stand. As you turn around, you find the goblin glaring at you with a worried expression. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Check the output valve. There's a metal valve at the end. It's shut. Open the valve. You try to turn the valve, but it bends at an odd angle. Wait, that is not how a valve is supposed to feel. It's stuck? Build those nose muscles. You are the hammer. This valve is the nail. Bring up your simple hammer to smash the valve with a force only mustered by true iron and true, bulging muscles. What are you doing? Your companion asks as you lift the hammer above your head. Bring it down! With an intense precision and egregious power, you smash your hammer onto the valve. A tiny piece of copper comes flying towards you, hitting your helmet with a ding. You totally let it do that. Oh, there's more. Shit, step back. The valve bursts open, releasing an oozing pile of tea, ash, and God only knows what else onto the floor. Gods be damned, Snell mutters and holds his nose. The scent is particularly awful. Why did I do this? Avoid. Avoid. Try to survive. Foulness. But nothing you cannot stand. You smell the fetid, melted ooze. The goblin is dry heaving next to you. It's not so bad, Snell. Don't be dramatic. Alas, you persevere. The floor behind the counter is now covered in a layer of ashy mulch. This is what victory smells like. You have won. You will tell the tale of the chamber and the valve to your offspring. This will be your legacy. This is who you are. It better not be. Strong veto on that one. What did I gain from this? A loud ding comes out of the machine as the last dribble of ooze exits the canister. It's still operational? What the hell? Operational? More like leaking innards. A death knell. After the bell, a box opens at the top of the machine. Inside, you see dry tea leaves. It's the steam leaves. They're supposed to add extra flavor. And that scent. They are uckle leaves from Kargamesh. Wait, this thing was ready to go. Doesn't that mean it was being used during the explosion? Possibly. Truly a possibility. All right, well, that means those tea leaves are evidence. Always good to have proof. Evidence, huh? Snell stares at you. Yeah. Pick up the leaves, cleric. Is uckle the thing your body does upon smelling them? They're leaves. What? He does not speak to you that way. Oh, Right, of course. Yeah, of course. Grab the leaves. You carefully place the dry leaves into your pouch. The goblin gives you a nod. Now, can we please not hang around this goop? Look at the charred boxes. Tin boxes full of tea leaves. Or they're supposed to be. The heat from this explosion has melted both the tin and its contents. It's just ash now. Damn. Was hoping at least one of these would be intact. Selling tea is a legit side hustle. The margins are bonkers. Stop looking around the shop counter. Oh, they smell awful. -3 charisma. Beautiful. Okay. It is about the midpoint. We are going to take our 3-minute halfway ad break. I'm going to run a break, grab a drink, use the restroom, do whatever you got to do, and we will resume dissecting this tea house in 3 minutes. I will see you soon. And once the ad starts, I too am going to step away for a moment. Be back momentarily. We're back. It is really funny how so many items in this game just give you purely negative stat mods. Yeah, like, most of the items we've picked up have not been helpful. 3:30 midway ads. That's bizarre. I don't know why that is, Annie Danny, and I don't think I have control over it. I'm gonna blame Twitch. Hi, can I help you? There's an item in Fallen London called the Weasel of Woe, which basically is just a tremendous penalty to every single one of your stats, so that it makes it so that you are guaranteed to fail any check you try, which you sometimes want to do. Okay, we're back. Let's get back to figuring out what's going on. With this. Sir, fucking stop. With this tea house. A flipped table. Looks heavy. The only not disintegrated thing in the central chamber is this stone slab. It's just very, very cooked. A table. It was once a stone table. It is now as scorched as the rest of this tea shop. Move this thing. It is surely hiding something important. Beneath. Everything is horrific beneath. Huh? You want to flip the table? It's damn heavy, but maybe we can do it together. Once you flip tables, you shall be true brothers. Try to move the stone table. Easy. Easy! Succeed on a die roll with a DC 25 or higher. You grab the thick table with your gloved hands, gripping it firmly, strongly. Snell copies your movements. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, a body. You stare into the dark corner of the tea shop. Midst soot and broken tiles, you see a corpse. It almost disappears into the destruction around it. It's, Snell stares at it. He is silent. 1 casualty. Report it. 1 casualty. He flinches and looks at you. Yeah. Confirmed. The corpse appears to be completely charred to you. Such destruction would make it difficult to identify. The size is average, you think. Hard to make anything out other than a silhouette. She did not deserve this end. The goblin steels himself. How much experience do you have with corpses, cleric? Such devastation would make it difficult to identify. God. The tail. You're an expert. Death. You know it. You fear it. You were far too young. Clear your throat. The goblin breaks his intense stare down at the corpse and turns to you. He is afraid that the corpse will awaken. Not an unreasonable concern. Cleric? I can handle it. Good to hear. We should do a preliminary checkup just to scope out the scene. Then we'll get a transport to the Lich House, I guess. Luckily, it's close by. Uh-huh. He is barely listening to you. I'll check the head. You, check the hands. Oh, it's something. You're not afraid. Approach it. Do your job. Hi. Can I help you? Do you want to keep interrupting my stream? You are being a naughty little boy. Everyone, please look at this criminal. His crimes. Do you want to address the audience? Oh, well, you're being fed instead. These are from Bridge. Get off my desk. Oh, double treats. Schmauderkeg and Bridge. Pardon for all crimes. Yeah, bud. Up here. You get a double dose. We're going back. Yeah. Hey. Come here. A buffet. I know. I expected this. I expected nothing else. Yeah, bud. Aware of boy. Please feed boy. All right. You take a few careful steps up to it. The executive producer must be compensated for his hard work. Hear that, bud? You have approval from the board. I should take a page out of Vibes' book and add Baiju shot to my point rewards. Seeing it up close causes you to shake. Your flesh feels the flames. You share the bond of death. Look at the torso. A dark mass, once skin, now appears to be but a solid mass. It does not even smell. She was incinerated, fully, in an instant. The heat must have been the source of death. A quick death. Nothing but blackened, brittle carbon residue. However, you are quite certain this was a woman. Whatever led her to this corner, it was quick. Woman, unknown age. She crawled into this position moments before the explosion. She did not suffer. Got it. Good info. Yeah, she got straight Pompeii. He leans in slightly closer. Too far to see anything. The poor goblin. Focus on the hands. You see that the left hand is half destroyed. The right hand is clenched near the victim's hip, holding something. A clue! Of course! No, this is a bad idea unless you want to break that hand, unless you want to break that fist into 1,000 pieces. But hey, maybe you do. Leave it for later. Or should we try? What do you think? Well, okay, hold up. We're the cleric. We got this. We got this. Instant one. You attempt to pry and dig, but clearly you're not doing it very well, because soon enough, the charred hand crackles and the corpse soot. Oh God, save us all. Your everything shivers. There's corpse stuff all over your hands! I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. In your panic, the hand disintegrates further, creating a pile of dust and chunks on the scorched floor. You take a deep breath. It is horrific to be so close to death. a person stops being a person when their soul leaves. It's okay. Yeah, magnificent comedic timing. As the terror wears off and the soot comes off, you find something in the mess that you made. Glimmering. A chain. A thin gold chain. Or parts of it. However, the second after you see it, you watch it begin to glow. An esoteric glow. Then it starts to break apart in front of your eyes. The gold chain within seconds turning into another pile of dust. The fuck? That was magic, right? Yes. The goblin grimaces. Perhaps a delayed reaction. Nothing you can deal with now. Well, who knows what that was? Check out the head. Not much to see. Fire's burned off everything. Well, charred beyond recognition, the skull itself is fairly intact. And why is that good, exactly? So you can have someone to talk to, of course. Do I notice anything else? A good question. Looking for distinguishing features, you notice something interesting. Hello, Scoop. He's interrupting everything again. Looking for distinguishing features, you notice something interesting. God damn it. These are from your mother, who can't give them yourself. Oh, good, you clipped it? Thank you. Oh, from Myth, also. Yeah, bud, you're fucking rolling in it today. Oh! Did you guys see him climb? Oh my god, buddy. Get it? There's more. There's two more. All right, whatever. He did it. He did it himself, but then he was weird about it again. Looking for distinguishing features, you do notice something interesting. The ears. Ears? Ears? Look at them closely. I've seen ears before. Look closer. Look at them closely. Oh. Wait. Despite barely keeping a recognizable form, what remains of the ears have a peculiar shape. They're pointy. Oh. Pointy ears. He looks around. Not an orc. Not a gnome. Oh, yeah. Orcs and gnomes have pointy ears too. But this does indeed not look like one of those. Headline, executive gets rewarded for bad behavior. You get promoted. Mutter to yourself. And not a human. Now, he's just been doing the same thing he did last time, where he's just getting up on my desk during the stream and being disruptive. The goblin takes a step back. No chance. Oh, yeah, he was, of course, immediately pardoned by the board, as I am now calling you. Chat. No chance. Oh, boy. Just the concept of such a rare creature being found in the second-rate tea shop. Of course. Something like... Gods be good. Your city is in trouble. Oh no. Ilium weeps. Her children are slaves to fascism. Fascism, an ideology born during the Coast War, formed out of Alexandro's dream of a long-lasting empire, born out of the fallen theocracies of the Reeds. Alexandro, someone your patriarch quotes a lot. His ideas modernized theocracies in the Reeds, reviving them towards the end of the Arcane Era.
Arcane Era, the fourth out of 5 eras, when the Arcanists rose and dominated the entire coast, only to fall when the Coast War crumbled their empires to dust.
Your companion glares at the corpse. His head then slowly turns towards you.
Oh no. Oh dear gods. It's a damn elf.
I got an achievement called Spilled Tea for investigating the tea shop.
Scent of Ukul midst flame amidst. This is the death you fear, the dramatic end to your career. Did they know? No, they couldn't have. Yet you have, through no means of your own, landed in this trapped hallway of a mission. You have only one choice now. Find out exactly why this happened. Who killed the elf? Who blew up the tea shop? You feel the answer must lie below. Far, far below.
The duck.
Your eyes follow the towering Dark Knight as he walks past, heading down the stairs.
Duck. Nickname for a warrior who fell in honorable combat and then later revived. Sort of a synonym for coward, but not necessarily.
Duck. A long time ago, the duck was a symbol for the city of Norvik. It was later replaced with a fish.
The body is secured. Good, good.
The pale man behind answers behind his desk.
Snell leans against the iron slab, his eyes fastened entirely upon the elvish corpse across the chamber.
I think I expected a dwarf.
Huh?
A dwarf.
A dwarf.
The tea shop used to be a gathering place for the Asgals. My first thought was of infighting, or political assassination.
But an elf? There's like 3 of them in the entire city.
What should I say? Discuss the quest, of course.
Just share your feelings.
Ask him about it. Like how fucked you both are.
How bad is this?
The Ilium are powerful, even in Norvik. If one of their own got offed, yeah, could spell trouble for sure.
Should be easy to identify an elf, right?
You'd think that. I'm guessing it'll be impossible.
I don't like Viskin. We shouldn't have brought the elf here.
Whisper so the pale man does not overhear.
Look, I'll say it again. He's a weirdo. But the old lady has to deal with him. So, for better or worse, he's our guy.
This is above my rank.
But I don't see anyone jumping at the chance, so you're still serving the old lady. For now.
He's ordering you around again, but perhaps this is not the time to complain.
So, what now?
He takes a deep breath.
The goblin does not look forward to reporting all of this.
Gather any remaining clues in the tea shop. Then we report to Lady Sageleaf.
He snaps his fingers. ASAP. ASAP means as soon as possible. Silly, modern slang. Also, a popular brewery in the Log District called Arnold's Sleepy Armageddon Place. And that's not a joke. You hear the pale man clear his throat from across the circular chamber.
Cleric, I am finished with my report.
Give Viskin a thumbs up. Yeah. You, obviously also want to do the thing. The thing? What thing?
You know. The thing.
He holds up his hand to his mouth and mimics talking. What is he implying? Elaborate. He groans.
You know. The thing you clerics do. With the corpses. What's it called? When you speak with the dead.
Speak with dead?
Yeah. What's it called?
Speak with dead. He glares at you.
Are you making fun of me?
No, it's called Speak with the Dead.
Oh. Right.
He closes his eyes and groans. He's embarrassed. Right. That is a thing I am somewhat capable of doing. He squints.
Phrasing it like that
Doesn't evoke trust in your abilities, cleric.
But you get 5 questions from that spell, right? With that, you should easily be able to figure out who, what, why, and when, and so on. Perhaps Viskin can tell you something about that spell.
I can't cast 3rd-level spells yet, though.
Oh. Wait, but doesn't it take years to learn that shit?
Give me an afternoon or two.
Well, aren't you just absolutely horrifying?
Let's talk to Viskin. Hear his report.
Yeah, sure. Lead the way. Do I have Speak with Dead?
What spells do I have?
Oh no, Charm Person was the one that,
Viskin gave me. A note next to these say, magic items belonging to the deceased. The dead elf.
Yes,
He says with a smile, putting away some of the documents before him. Tell me about the dead elf.
yes, cleric. There are a few points to go over. 6 points of interest, to be precise.
He hands you a piece of paper with the points on them.
Tell me which points you wish to go over.
Oh boy, you have control. You like this. The goblin groans.
don't give him choices. We'll be here forever.
Go from 1 to 6 in order. Point 1. The transfer?
Yes, it went fine. The body was ruined, of course, but still intact enough, thanks to the charring, that gentle repose did what it could. I then had a subordinate carry the corpse wrapped in an silk, a special fiber material. With minor damage, the transfer was complete.
Point 2. Folk identifier. It's an elf, right?
Yes, your preliminary assumptions were very much correct. While even the teeth had been ruined, the fangs present as clear evidence. This is an Ilium elf, one without horns or other bestial alteration.
Point 3 just says sex.
Yes, sex. Surprisingly difficult to determine in elven folk.
Yeah, fangs is interesting. Sex. Dwarven for the number 6. Never stops being funny.
Sex. Survival mechanism of all mortal folk.
Sex. The duality of man. To sin. To be a father. To live. To reproduce in the name of Earth. Sex. Fun. Sex would be nice. Not with anyone in this place, though. Huh. What an opportunity. You should make light of this. But isn't this point 3, not 6?
Yes, cleric. Point 3.
The goblin leans in.
Very funny. Perfect timing. After much consideration, I have established that this elf, at the time of death, was a female elf.
Good to know. Thanks. Point 4. Mouth intact.
It is. Which means you are able to cast Speak with Dead, cleric.
I need some help with that. He nods.
I'll see what I can do. Next point.
Point 5. Ilium identity.
The elf is clearly of Ilium nature. Getting in contact with the embassy would be smart. Or foolish. I'd suggest speaking with Nicholas Darrow or his Valkyrie.
Yeah, that sounds like trouble. That embassy's on the other side of town. Point 6. Hands.
Yes, they were quite broken when the corpse arrived here. I am assuming she held on to something at the time of death. Did you take something out of her grasp, cleric?
Yes, a gold chain. What about it?
Interesting. I would suggest keeping it in mind as a clue.
It was destroyed, sadly.
Ah, interesting. Yet it held up until that point.
He nods. Point 7. The, cause of death.
Fire. She was incinerated instantaneously. The final shape of the body informs the judgment. I cannot determine if she sustained any minor damage before, but the way she ended up made it clear she was moving until the fire erupted. That is all.
Point 8. It says clerical compensation.
No such point, cleric. What else?
He's quick.
The Pale Man is learning how to handle you.
I have what I need.
Right. Good. Now, listen. Speak with Dead is a powerful spell.
Does it do what it sounds like it does?
More or less. It's only 5 questions, but those 5 can be very useful. Necromancers are rare in this city. Some specialized clerics are taught it, but few are powerful enough to know it innately at 3rd level. However, for lack of a better way to put this, I know a guy.
Can I trust this guy's guy? Just look at him. Doesn't that face just scream trustworthy? The Pale Man is learning how to handle you. Who wouldn't trust his guy? Why wouldn't this guy also be someone you could trust? Can't I get a spell scroll from the towers?
As a low-ranking cleric, you can't get access to anything higher than 1st level. Fucking sucks.
Tell me about this guy of yours.
His name is Bontavul. He is, or was, an arcanist, A pupil of the fortress of Verdun, if you believe the rumors.
Is this Disco-Elysium I've missed? Yes, it is. Basically, it's D and Disco-Elysium. Dungeons and Disco-Elysium. Very similar.
A cursed and evil place you've heard about in stories since you were a child. Surely this is a necromancer.
A necromancer?
Bondable is an eccentric fellow. You may find him down below in the crypts.
Disco-Ebb Exoterium. Yeah. All right, I'll go look for him.
If you treat him well, he'll surely share his knowledge with you. Once you are in the crypts, one of the western coffins has a handle that may be rotated. Do so, and then pull. His private area will be revealed.
Sounds cryptic.
He enjoys his privacy, generally speaking. Once you've learned to speak with dead, return and cast it on the corpse. That is all.
Oh! Scoop! Thank you. Are we still doing phrasing? Thank you for the gift sub, Scoop. I truly appreciate it. Granting people ad-free viewing. Also, yeah, that is the worst phrasing. He meant what he said. Vibes, also thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Larku. Welcome in. Harp. Oh, God. I've spent so much time reading, my brain isn't processing words anymore. Welcome in, everybody, but thank you. I am touched by the support. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, if you get a gift sub, welcome. You know the deal. But yeah, let's get back to it, I think. But thank you all so much. Turn around and whisper to Snell.
What can you tell me about this guy?
The goblin sneakily leans in and whispers back. You, want a rundown? Right in front of him?
I don't think he can hear us.
That's not the point, cleric.
Can you hear us?
No, cleric. Nor am I listening. Go ahead.
See? The goblin sighs. Give me the rundown, Snell. Ah! Scoop! Stop! Stop throwing pennies at me. Ow! I appreciate it.
Viskin is the local mortician. Unaffiliated. Works on contracts with the city.
Those bits go directly to treats for the executive producer.
The HWBT has a deal with him. Partly because he's a neighbor, and partly because he's not, you know, a normal person.
The goblin clears his throat and throws a glance back to the mortician.
He's not the type you want to make enemies with. But hey, he seems to like you, so good job on that. But my suggestion? Keep your distance, just to be safe.
Tell me, what do you know about the tea shop?
What's there to say? I know about as much as your average Norvikian.
He does a humble shrug. How much does your average Norvikian know? The executive producer is using a seasonal blend of dried bug proteins. Flavored as chicken.
Very little, I'm afraid.
He's looking at you, waiting for another question, despite you obviously wanting more information.
The pale man is toying with you.
Make him speak. And now you can tell me what you know about it.
Of course. I heard the explosion. I went out to investigate, only to find the tea shop caught up in a raging inferno. The Tolstad militia were already heading into action, so I went back inside, as to not be in the way.
Well, I know less than any Norvikian, so catching me up to average would be huge, honestly.
And that is that.
What were you doing when the explosion occurred?
Working.
He motions towards the stack of papers. You do a lot of work like that?
I do. It's how I make my living.
Did you hear anything peculiar?
A loud bang. Some shouting afterwards.
How loud?
It shook the Lich House. And mind you, this is not some ordinary basement. This is a remnant tower going hundreds of feet deep into the earth. I'd be surprised if anyone on Tolstad missed it.
What sort of shouting?
From the militia. They were rushing to the scene. The fire prevention declaration has truly done wonders for this city.
Nothing else?
As the entire district almost turned into an inferno, yes, there was quite a lot of commotion. Nothing that stands out, however.
Like actually nothing else?
Not that I recall.
Are you sure? The pale man stares at you for a while.
How thick are you?
Pretty sure.
That's enough about the sound.
Yes, not much to say about it, I'm afraid.
I'm done asking questions about the incident.
Okay. Anything else?
I have some personal questions.
Ah.
Stop. You've already wasted enough time. Just leave.
The man is evil. Do not linger. The pale man shifts in his seat. His spirit recoils.
Very well.
What the hell should I ask about? Nothing. The man is evil. There's discontent in your stomach. The thought echoes through your mind. The world is decay. The pale man produces a sound close to a cough. What's the deal with... Points at the green creature by the stairs. A kobold? You know it is a kobold. But why is there a kobold? Also, what is a kobold?
Ah, yes. A bit embarrassing. I got my hands on an egg some time ago. Thought it'd be a basilisk. Now I have a devoted servant.
Are you his father?
No. He simply hatched in my presence.
What isn't a kobold? Did you give him that crossbow?
No. He found it himself, I believe. Very proud of him.
A basilisk?
Also embarrassing. I wanted to see whether or not they were feathered. I've yet to find out.
Slavery is illegal in Norvik.
I pay Ost very well, and he is under no obligation to stay. I understand why you ask. I've had to explain it several times at the Tithe House.
Why does he call you master?
Who knows? It is a kobold thing.
Yeah, Twitch has like emote loot boxes for hype trains. That's where I got this one, I believe, which is a delight. Your companion scoffs to himself.
While hard to read, it is not a far stretch to say that this pale man could enjoy being called master.
They should call you master. I have some other questions.
Of course. I am all ears.
Why are there a lot, and I mean a lot, of apples downstairs?
Ah, yes. A deal between me and Lady Sage Leaf.
Deal?
Shared storage.
The pale man wants you to call him Daddy.
I had got quite heated here a few years ago during a certain crisis. So now, during less heated moments, they store a lot of produce there. A win-win.
Really is. Highly impressive. All right, well done.
Thank you, Cleric.
What are you voting in the upcoming election?
Interesting question. A bit invasive, but I'll oblige. I will be voting for the party of Norvik. Numanism, while crude and outdated in certain respects, has proven both its stability and economic assurance for business owners such as myself.
Numanism, the idea of the common gods. When deities walked among us, they built many a great empire, including Norvik.
They have my vote.
The goblin scoffs. Not unusual for a well-off human man to vote for the Earthfolk party, although this fellow doesn't strike me as the religious kind.
A vote cast for self-interest. It takes a special man to vote for any other reason.
And if they win, how long do you think it will be before another assembly is called?
Another 10 years? Maybe more. Until that stability is threatened, realistically speaking.
So you're saying we should ignore the voices of the people until they start to scream in agony? He smiles.
I'm saying... No, that's not what I'm saying.
We should have elections as often as we can. Every day would be the best.
The palace bureaucrats would start hissing at you for that sermon.
Tell me more about this place. A lich house?
This is my establishment. We handle dead bodies for the city these days. Not terribly lucrative, but it is good work.
How's business?
Slow, which suits me just fine. During the curse crisis a few years back, this place was stuffed to the brim with dead folk. I like it more when it's relatively empty, like today.
Do you store the bodies down here?
I do. The ancient ventilation system keeps this particular area cooled to an unnatural degree, even during intense summer months. The city has been a very grateful patron over the years.
Was this always a morgue-related business?
Actually, no. I used to dabble in dentistry and surgery for a while back. I scaled down that production to focus on my private life more.
Ask him about his private life. The pale man smiles at you as you prepare for another set of prying questions. Any hobbies?
I like taking long walks. I also enjoy theater. But I'm mostly focused on running this lich house.
Sounds peaceful.
It is. I enjoy it very much.
Where do you sleep?
I'm sorry?
Where do you sleep at night?
I have a cozy apartment in the Holes. It's a short commute.
Got it. Just wondering.
No problem, cleric. Happy to help.
I have some other... surname?
None, I'm afraid. No hereditary connections here.
He puts down his pencil and points 2 thumbs towards himself.
Self-made man.
A fellow solo artist, huh? No family at all?
None, I'm afraid. I am a war orphan.
Wait, how old is this guy? How old are you?
I'll be 38 this year.
He does speak like an old soul, but his smile is youthful. No wife or kids?
The gods have not shown me that path. No.
Me neither, brother. Go in for a fist bump. Keeping his smile, the pale man politely bumps your fist. You don't have to do that.
Who's got 2 thumbs and is in undying #lichboss? This guy. I know.
I have some other less invasive questions as well.
Go ahead.
Thank you, bye. I don't, actually. Just kidding. Okay. Alright, we gotta go back to the tea shop. What? Who's that horrible little imp? Not that horrible little imp. A trash receptacle. Mostly stacked with old zines. There it is. I wish to trifle with the barrels. I'm still so glad I successfully punched my way into the, tea house. It is a miracle the chamber is not completely collapsed. Can I ask everyone you meet, why don't you have kids yet? It's for Norvik. Whatever content once filled this chamber has been pushed up against the cracked walls. The dwarven masonry is damaged in various locations, and every single thing in the chamber is burnt.
Incredible power.
There's been an incident here.
The stony tiles, scorch marks, and general aesthetic make this look like a dragon's lair.
Beware, beware.
Death.
Will you stop saying that?
First, localize the origin point. You are surprisingly confused. You spend 10 minutes simply looking around. There's clearly damage in the center of the chamber, and the force obviously pushed everything out towards the wall. But no matter where you look, there's no clear epicenter. You need more time on this. The goblin groans. Nothing? All right, we can take a break or something.
There is more. Far more. The fire spreading wildly, all directions.
Let's do double check the tea shop, report to Sage Leaf, report to Coin Man, report to the Elf Embassy, get speak with Dead. Yeah, we find a place to sleep. Check the debris. Just a quick search reveals nothing but charred rock and iron scraps. Pushed up in the corners of the room, a violent and sudden force of heat compressed it all.
It was an instant. Then everything became nothing.
Check the iron beams along the walls. Get sidetracked along the way? Oh yeah, constantly. Once they stood straight, holding the ancient tunnel upright.
Askew and weak,
Yet they still stand. Yeah, it's a miracle this place hasn't collapsed entirely. You should probably leave.
Relax. It is fine.
Check the ceiling. Ask everyone who they're voting for. Demand why they don't have a wife and kids.
Your heart beats quicker.
Commune with inanimate objects. Commune with myself and the 6 ghosts living in my soul. Invest in stocks. You glance upward, finding the somewhat high ceiling in the chamber to be scorched, but intact. Could this be caused by a spell? Spells can cause most things. Some kind of fire spell is very likely. Just look at all the burn marks. Debate the philosophies of fantasy socialism. Actually, Annie Danny, that's a good point. Nobody's using this place. I could probably just sleep here, huh? Your thoughts on this chamber, Snell? He removes his sleeve from his nose and mouth. The damn blast zone. Any theories? I'll tell you what I think, Cleric. I think, and I'm fairly certain of this, that a very powerful fireball spell was cast right on this spot. But look, I'm no expert. But he has good intuition. Exactly how that would happen is confounding to me. I'm wondering if the gold chain we found was like an amulet that had like a charged fireball in it that the elf had and set off in here. That's my current operating theory. Your Baldur's Gate character was here. Yeah. The fire lady. So let's just both look over the debris and bring as much information as we can to the old lady. Why do you think it's a fireball? He shrugs. Pretty common spell? Powerful? Wouldn't be the first time either. Norvik's seen its fair share of renegade wizards over the years. Necklace of Fireball is definitely the gold chain could have had some sort of protective charm to it so the fireball overwhelmed. Yeah, and I'm wondering if it was like bound to that elf so when we touched it, it disintegrated. It was like a like the soul bond attunement or something. I don't know. I'm sure we'll investigate. That's my current operating theory though, is Necklace of Fireball. I think it was a charged necklace and that it was tied to that chain. Not too many capable of this kind of destruction. Not these days.
Back then, Earth would wrestle with any rogue sorcerers. Now that is your job.
It also could Scoop out here role-playing as my intelligence stat. It could have been really hot.
The goblin lifts an eyebrow and you feel a stirring in your lower stomach.
What about you? Do you cast Fireball?
Most clerics and paladins can't tap into arcane magics. I could, technically.
Good.
The goblin smirks. Then you can tell me if there's something off about it. I should leave the rubble alone.
I'm very curious about this big gold frame, but my curiosity is, I think, going to have to wait until tomorrow. I'm going to save us up here, because we are at time. This is a fun game. It's got a lot of character to it. I hope you all are enjoying it as much as I am. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for chatting. Thank you all for the lovely gift subs, Vibes and Scoop, and the bits that Scoop threw at my head. Thank you all for reinforcing negative behaviors by my horrible executive producer son. We're going to be back at this again tomorrow, same time, same place. Hope you will join me then. And until then, I hope you all have a lovely remainder of your Wednesday evening. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.